Now I will talk about simile. First, we need to know what is simile. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, simile is a figure of speech comparing two unlike things that is often introduced by like or as, or an expression comparing one thing with another, always including the words as or like as shown in Cambridge Dictionary. Therefore, we all agree that simile is the figure of speech that compares or shows similarities between two things to reveal a deeper meaning. These are some common examples of simile you may have seen already. To be as playful as a kitten, or to be like two peas in a pot, and to be as lithe as a fox. Here are some examples of simile we found in songs. The first one is in Selena Gomez and the Scene's song, A Year Without Rain. The expression a day without you is like a year without rain emphasizes her desperate longing to meet her lover, as a day passes by without her lover makes she feel like it has been a year. Besides, it shows her misery and despair of having to be apart from her love, just like the dull life on earth without rain for a year. Our second example is in the song When We Were Young by Adele.
Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like, oh, you're like a dream come true. Oh, you look like a movie, you sound like a song.
The first simile, 'cause you feel like home, you're like a dream come true, expresses the familiar feelings, intimacy, warmth, and coziness that she felt when she encountered her ex-boyfriend, and that to her he is the most wonderful, magical thing. It is unreal to see him in real life. Through this simile, you look like a movie, you sound like a song. We see that to her his appearance is flawless, breathtaking, and something she cannot touch or feel anymore. And his voice is delightful and inspiring. It can bring peace and comfort to her soul. This third song is quite popular in our younger years, so we think that you might heard these expressions before.
I take another chance, take a fall, take a shot for you. Oh, I need you like a heart needs a beat, but it's nothing new. Just say sorry like the angel heaven let me think was you, but I'm afraid.
In One Republic songs, Apologize, there are two similes that we like to share with you. The use of the simile, I need you like a heart needs a beat, emphasizes his passionate love for his lover, and without her existence and her love, he would die. The lyrics, and to say sorry like the angel heaven let me think was you, shows realization of his naivety and foolishness when believing in such a deceitful and evil woman.
Personification is a figure of speech in which a thing, an idea, or an animal is given human attributes. The non-human objects are portrayed in such a way that we feel they have the ability to act like human beings. The first example is in the song This Is Me in the Greatest Showman tracklist.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. Fire away, 'cause today I won't let the pain sink in.
The implicit meaning is that the words can be as harmful as sharp knife or bullet, which cause injuries to others. The words have the power to hurt people as cutting them down Visualizing the damage from subject wood brings to other, and from that wood, shame can be squeezed in and live inside you. All the objects and words and shame now can act as living things, can do as man does. The second example is in the Michael Jackson famous song.
Under the moonlight, it feels like that I almost stopped your heart. You try to scream, but Tara, take the sound before you make it. And you start to freeze, and so it looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed.
The implicit meaning is that the personification in expression in the fear, that the fear comes so suddenly and strongly that make you cannot realize that it's coming. It also describes the powerless feeling of the character when he or she see the fear, but he or she could not do anything. The last song is the song Rewrite the Star from the Greatest Showman tracklist.
You claim it's not in the cards. Fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me.
In this song, personification is used to mean that the destiny is not on your hand. Fate has great power to manipulate things happening around us. You cannot fight back the fate. You have to live as it is. It also expresses the hopeless, useless feeling of the main character when he cannot do anything to change his destiny, which is being pulled far from his love.
Metaphor is a figure of speech that describes an object or action in a way that isn't literally true, or have to explain an idea or make a comparison. Now, let's take a look at some examples of metaphor. First, we can see that "see the apple of my eyes" is considered to be a common example of a metaphor, which means "I like her so much," or "the key to open the door of success," normally refer to hard working or studying really hard, and the "I speak" will represent for something we can see, or that's a part story which we know. And here are some examples of metaphor using in songs that we found.
This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty.
Bruno Mars is using the term masterpieces to describe and compare the good girls. Historically, a masterpiece is a piece of visual art or craft of very high standards, often the great work of an artist. By using this metaphor in Uptown Funk, Bruno Mars considers the girls to be of very high visual standards or physically attractive.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
In one of the opening lines of the song, the singer used this metaphor to talk about his positivities and emotional elations by saying that he a hot air balloon that could go into space. She probably means that emotionally happy, that he feels like floating.
Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh.
I'm the one one at the sails of the masters might see. In here, the author used a metaphor to describe the control they have over their own life, with the line preceding the metaphor state, "Don't you tell me what you think that I can be."
Symbolism is the practice or art of using an object or a word to represent an abstract idea. An action, person, place, word, or object can all have a symbolic meaning. The first set of examples is from a song named The Greatest Show.
There's something breaking at the brick of every wall. It's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the color lights, where the runaways are brighter than night?
The wall represents an overarching obstacle blocking the circus's way to acceptance, which is prejudice and discrimination. And the breaking of the bricks is the circus' gradual process of overcoming such difficulties. The colored lights represent the vivid imagination and the hope that the circus stands for. The next examples are from a song called A Million Dreams, which is from the same movie soundtrack as the song The Greatest Show.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
The ability to see with eyes closed refer to the ability to ignore the criticism. The dark, to see possibilities and dreams, represented by the door. The house is the symbol of love, the dedication and a future that the young boy wants to devote to his love. The house is filled with items that makes the girl smile, showing his dedication to make her happy.
Sing, come alive, go and light your light, let it burn so bright.
The light is the symbol of the uniqueness that makes each person special, and light your light means to express that uniqueness and be proud of it.
Hyperbole is an overstatement that exaggerates a particular condition for emphasis. The whole point of using hyperbole is to shock the listeners into paying attention to what is being said. Now let's take a look at some songs that use hyperbole. The first one is Blank Space by Taylor Swift.
Funny rumors fly, and I know you heard about me. So hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends.
So when a person dies, he or she cannot witness anything else. Here in the songs, the exaggeration emphasizes the girl's belief that this relationship cannot go anywhere good, but she's interested in pursuing it anyway just to find out. The second hyperbole is in Mercy by Shawn Mendes.
Consuming all the air inside my lungs, ripping all the skin from off my bones. I'm prepared to sacrifice my life, I would gladly do it twice.
The man in the song shows his eternal love even if his partner hurts him badly by stealing all of the air in his lungs or taking off all his skin. He's got just one life, but shows his unconditional love by saying that he can sacrifice his life twice. He is so trapped in these feelings of love that he is blinded and defies everything for this love, no matter what. The last song that also uses hyperboles we want to show you is a very popular song by Maroon 5, Sugar.
I'm hurting, baby, I'm broken down. I need your loving, I need it now.
When when someone hurts, he or she cannot be broken down physically. The hyperbole used here implies that he needs his lover so desperately as if every cell in his body is breaking.